Hi everybody, Scrap Chickie here, gonna do another episode of Spotlight Stamp. I think this is number 8. I'm also going to use this as a chance to showcase one of the challenges from a fellow consultant. She asked us to try and create a holiday, that's Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas or New Year's card without using items, or without using paper packs or items that would generally be considered for those holidays. Does that make sense? She said embellishments and paper specifically. Obviously stamps, you need to they need to kind of be, but she, you know, sent out the challenge, and I thought I would share this with you. So Tiffany M, this is going to go for you. So I picked Halloween, and I have this orange piece of paper I've used a couple of times previously, and it's normally like a really springy, happy color paper, and then I'm taking this black piece, and it's actually a Valentine's paper, but the back of it's black, so we're going to use that. My first thing I'm going to do is stamp the image, my image first, because I'm using, or I'm going to be using rather, the white Daisy pigment-based ink, so it takes a little bit longer to dry, and I don't really want to have to use my heat gun per se, so I'm going to, I could emboss it, but I like this pigment ink quite a bit, so I'm just going to make sure that it has enough ink on it. And I'm going to use the little foam stuff that comes on the back of the stamp sets to give me a better image. Oh, and I forgot to tell you what stamp set I'm spotlighting. Hello! Okay, so this is the stamp set. It's called Thriller. Oops, that doesn't help, does it? And that's what it looks like. It's got a bunch of cool little Halloween things. I love the name of it. That little Dracula guy is super cute. So I haven't used this actually since last Halloween, which is a year, so that goes for, I mean, obviously I wouldn't use it too much any other time, but it's been there a year, and I know that there's a couple of new close to my heart stamps for Halloween that I want to get, but I have got to stick to this, so I'm going to try and bust out my old ones and get them used so I don't feel so guilty for getting the new ones. Okay, that pigment ink is a little bit harder to take off than the normal stuff, so give me just a second, I'm going to double check that. Okay, so that's done, and then I'm going to take this pretty little orange paper and I'm going to distress it. I'm using the Vintage Photo. You can use your regular ink pads. I've seen people use the regular ink pads and just use the sponge applicator, but I really like the distress ink, so they work a lot. Just easier for me to do. And so now the paper doesn't look quite so springtime. I'm really going to kind of go heavy on the edges here because I'm going to do a bit more distressing to it after this. Ooh, it looks like it's time for a new sponge. Okay. So, there's that. I'll probably just toss that. And then I'm going to take the black soot distressing. I'm going to go along the edges. Kind of go in there with any remaining ink that I have on the tool. Sometimes I do really good on these corners. I get them just right, and then other times totally screwed up. Okay. Oh, whoopsie. I don't know if you'll be able to really tell on this black piece, but I'm going to distress the edges on it anyway. Oh yeah, you can tell. Okay, I feel good about that one. And then, hold on. I'm using the smaller note cards, the 5.5 by 4, I think. 5.5 by 8, sorry, then scored at 4. So I think I want something más o menos like that. And I want that to stand up. What I'm going to do as well is, since I'm going to toss this one, I don't care. That kind of gives it a little edge. Okay, so there was a couple of other things I wanted to do. Where is it? There's another stamp set that I'll probably use in the future. It's called Beware. And I think I want to take the little, there's the bat in here that I kind of wanted to put up here. This is all thinking out loud, so sorry. Don't know that I like that. Maybe I'll just use the sentiment on there that says trick or treat. Okay, let me just start assembling the card. I'm still not 100% happy. I feel like it needs something else, so bear with me. Tiffany, I hope you appreciate this. The amount of effort that I'm putting into this challenge. It's late. I'm sleepy. I think that's what's wrong with me. Ahora sí. Okay. And then I'll do this. I've been using a lot of buttons lately. Maybe I won't use buttons this time. Maybe I'll use something else. But what could I use? I'm going to hit this thing with my heat gun and be right back. Okay, so I've been debating what to do, and I found that instead of a button, I'm going to use one of these black polymer clay roses that I've been making. They're just the ones that you, little cabochon things that you make out of the molds or whatever from the, I think I got it from the Mold Muse or Mold Mouse or something like that. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. I'm thinking it needs a little sparkly sparkle. So I'm gonna put a couple of dabs of the Glitz glitter glue. And it's the Stardust color. Forgive the nasty nail, sorry. And maybe I'll fill in his eye and a couple of dots on the image itself. Alright, I'm happier with that now. Oh, I should have done Brad's. Okay, well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Here we go. This is the final card for episode 8 of my Spotlight Stamp series. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.